see. So I'm not going to put on, not going to have the streaming software going. Pretty small class. Wonder where everyone is. It's just the four of
Tom's
us.
coming in, mate. He's just grabbing some dinner.
Oh, okay. Um, all
Yeah.
right. How do you
Yes.
guys go yesterday?
I didn't do too bad. Just
Mm-hmm.
played the range for a little bit there and finally got the shits and stopped trading and then it exploded.
Yeah. Yeah, bloody annoying. So I took an entry. I was looking for it to retest this area at the very least. So
Nice.
took, I wasn't really sure. Like I thought when I was watching it, I saw this whole area. It's a bit of a pain. But I saw this area. I was just waiting for it to sweep into here and take out this lows. Um, but price just wouldn't give it at the start. So just to be part of it, I entered a buy position somewhere around here. My stop's way out of the way. To make it sort of worth my while, I did have my target up to this area to fill this whole clean run. But
Yeah, and it wasn't that.
you can see how wide my stop loss was, and I wanted it to explode up, but it didn't. It got stuck. But then once it did this little pullback, I entered another position, and I got into this one. Pretty bad price up here, and then I was like, "This is the danger area. If this is a buyer's trap," and indeed it was. So price pushed up, and then as it came down to my actual zone, this is when I entered my final position. The final position. At this area, thinking that this is the best price. And if I'm completely wrong on this idea, then I'll just get done. Um, but price recovered, and then it got to 155 my time. It was inside of this area. So we're having like, they got this dish called bitok. It's pretty nice. It's pretty standard. Um, but we had some bitok for lunch. It's like this. Um,
Steak
when
and
we
eggs.
Good healthy meal.
Yeah, but it's with this sauce at this one place. It's called Portugalia. Portugalia. Portugalia Betok. This with chips and salad. No, this is what it looks like, kind of. It's like a butter garlic sauce. Very, very healthy. Very healthy. Not, but it's delicious. So we're eating that, and I was keeping an eye on price. And it was inside of here. I was like, it kind of pissed me off just sticking inside of here. So at 155, I closed all the positions. So it was on pretty much this candle here. So the highest entry was at basically break even. This one here is a little bit of profit, but this one here was running nicely. I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. So that was the area. Got in. I was having to use the broker that we should not be named as well. So it's very difficult to be precise with my entries, given lack of the timeframes, lack of the ease of drawing. So I had enough at that stage. So at the same time, I also had US CAD cells running from up
Did you
here.
have did you have some training on your stage, did you?
Yeah, the workshop, the 4 day one, that
Oh,
once a month. So
oh.
so my head was dead dealing with that.
We need to
Um,
rename
huh?
it once a month. Oh.
Yeah. So, so I had a sell position from somewhere inside of here, and that took profit at the same time, exact same time, 150 at 155. Must have been around so slow when you compare currencies, because this was around 20 pips. 20 pips profit for waiting hours. And German 40, I mean, it made me wait as well. But at least this lowest position inside of here, by the time that I took profit, was 50 pips in profit. So yeah, about there.
Hayden, how often would you have a stop that wide?
Not often. Not often. But I didn't want to have a stop loss anywhere inside of here because of I thought that we could sweep, but I didn't want, it was because yesterday it was proof of concept that I had left my stop loss wide because I wanted it to sweep down, but I'd been pretty annoyed that if it just exploded up and I wasn't part of it. But end of the day, it's I was pretty comfortable that we weren't going to have any significant sell-off. If we were going to have a sell-off, I couldn't find any reason for this move, this drop.
Yeah.
There was no reason for it. I thought when I first saw it, I'm like, oh, okay, yep. Red Sea escalation, something. But there was nothing. So to me, this is profit taking. So I thought this would just be faded out. But because of the way that the market was forming, and given this channel, it's so bloody annoying trading something like this, because how many times, even in my streams, when I've had to rush a trade because I had some appointment or had to go, that the best trade was once it got swept. So although I wanted to be part of this move, just in case, the odds are that we can get that sort of explosion straight away, I was well aware that we could sweep this whole liquidity area. So there's no point me putting my stop loss here.
Yeah, righto.
If price had pushed up and had bounced off of this area first and then came down, then I wouldn't be confident holding. Like I wouldn't be entering anything here if we'd pushed up to this area. But the fact that we hadn't got to this area yet, there's all that, like, it was just makes sense that this would be a chance for people that were buying here, go down. This is an area that they can get out for break even. So there should be some reaction. But given the way that the daily candle closed on that previous day, over this one here, there was a chance still that this candle could push up and still close like this. But I was pretty confident that this level has to be hit before we could, like, if we're going to have a candle, like I didn't see a world where the daily candle was going to be like this, as in like the wick ending there. I thought for any sells, that wick should be here. So I'm happy to keep on looking for buys only, given the strength of the trend, given that I don't quite understand the reasoning other than just profit taking. There was no real sense that German 40 should drop. And to me, it was profit taking because it happened on all the equities and gold hadn't really spiked. If gold had really spiked up as well, then I would have thought, oh, there's fear, but this is just profit taking. So I know my stop loss wasn't great. It wasn't great until price came down. It's just I didn't want to miss out on the chance that it did push up. So what I did is, this wasn't the size of this trade in volume. The volume, like, as in like lot sizes. The lot sizes entered on these entries were way lower than this one to make up for that extra risk. There was the width of the stop loss. That makes sense?
Yeah, it does, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right, so today we have US season frozen assets could entice. Okay. So PPI.
Scroll up a little
Chancellor.
bit. That box there, Hayden. Just up the top here.
What about it?
No, and it's literally the second that happened, gold spiked up 12 pips.
I think it could be getting close to London Open though as well. This US seized assets like a year ago, year and a half ago.
Old news.
Now it's just a comment saying, "Oh, good end ties." I didn't think they had any ties to begin with. thought that
That
thought
left
that
when Trumpy left.
I thought that option had left had gone a long time ago. UK GDP, so bad numbers. Bad numbers. So that should be good for FTSE. Retail sales are good though. It's kind of count that's so mixed news. Yeah, okay, mixed news.
And destroyed Eminem, and the story is insane. It began in 2004 when Eminem released the song Just.
Yeah, all right. So we've only got Forex, not Forex, core PCE to come in the US session. So no doubt we get some speakers, eh? Those speakers are a real bit of a nightmare. These ECB speakers, or you get these Fed speakers. So next week we won't. I'll do like during the week. We'll see what we can get on. We'll try and get it for a few streams, but I don't expect anyone to really join. But there'll be the option of trading gold rather than equities. Yeah, what do you guys reckon? Up or down?
Based solely on the previous 30-minute close, I'd say it might dip deeper, but we're smack bang in the center of the London session of yesterday. But the Sydney 50% from previous days, we've already swept the Asian low. I don't know.
Let's try to get some buys from under here.
Yeah.
And if that fails, where is obvious?
That's a nice H4 zone, this one here.
Oh, sorry, man. Can you do? Oh shit.
It's all right.
There we go. Can you just get the markets to hold while we get our analysis sorted? Tell them to back off. Okay, so lower highs, lower highs, lower lows. To me, seller's trap, maybe. Let's see if we hold off of here. I think we're going up. Little order block across here. Let's extend this up just so we can sort of see the edges. Oh, no, shoot. I'll keep this one because this one's kind of in line already. Yeah, I'm going to sweep down and go up. And that makes sense. Okay. I took a buy at 16.6. Oh, you're already in. Okay. Yeah, so I think sweep the euro low, go long. Plan something like this. Back up to this gap. Yeah, too early, Chris. Too early, man. This is still in hand time. Oh no, well, Chris, not Chris. Glenn does it.
Yeah.
Don't you? You like trading inside of this area. So
Today was shit, but usually you get a good move.
yeah. All right. I'm going to go long off with a rejection wick. off of this New York low. If we get a candle here to go long, I'll give that a shot.
Yeah, we've got a couple of nice 15-minute wicks in that zone.
All right, here we go. So let's get all chart view. Going to do this in 10 seconds. So 30-minute on left. Okay, here we are. Come on, drop. Ah, man. I was wondering if that initial move in the last like minute, that push down, was that sort of liquidity grab, hey? Yeah, I was wondering if that was the liquidity grab breaking the euro low. Just happened like literally the minute before London opened. Hey, Tom. Yeah, Butcher's good, mate. Oh, man. She's pushing. Come on.
Yeah, I don't think we've printed the low.
Pre-open move seems to happen a lot. Yeah. That was the move I wanted, though. Check around the grounds. What's Naz doing?
Nothing. Nothing. I've been sitting in that one for ages.
Oh, okay. Gold, drop back. No. No. Let's go, German. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Cool. These were a noisy bunch. Oh, okay.
Last session before Christmas, is there any historical precedent which way it moves?
I haven't backtested anything myself, mate.
Does the Santa rally run out on Christmas Day, or all the presents are given?
Last minute gold shopping, mate. Looking for jewelry. Yeah. Just ticking along.
So historically, what way does it move last session for Christmas? I don't know. I haven't looked.
I thought the Santa rally may end Christmas Eve or something.
Yeah, there'll definitely be closing positions for sure. So I wonder if New York session will be, I wonder if this was the last hurrah, this move up. And then it'll just be like sell pullbacks. But I can imagine that this was going to have a reaction from here. Coming down pretty aggressive now.
Mm.
So kind of a tricky position. This is this structure over here. This is your second structure. So you've got a first structure, which led to this lower low. So that's over here. Okay. And then we've failed to close really underneath this one. So this is your first, this is your second. So at the moment, I don't particularly want to sell down to that area, but it's a valid, definitely a valid entry. Haven't really got a liquidity candle here though, yet.
No.
What about the 4 minutes? So where's the high going to be and where's the low going to be? Oh, 5-minute close bearish.
Yeah.
Can we take a sell into a buy and into a sell again?
Most days, even on the 1 and 5 minute chart, you have some nice clean structure, but today's pretty scrappy, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of market participants today.
Not a clean setup. This current 5 minute candle closes bullish and it starts breaking these highs. Yes, that's starting to look a bit cleaner because you've got some wicks and a bit of manipulation, but ugh, at the moment it's just trash.
Yeah, the only thing that I was really confident with was taking a buy, a straight buy from
Yeah,
here.
right.
Obviously with like a wick, but I thought you'd get a good reaction from this area
Yeah.
to push up. But now that it's done that and it's pushed up into this area, whether it comes down and goes up in here again, a bit more question mark now.
Right, we've got, what have we got? We've got this sort of zone here that could potentially have a reaction. Obviously, we've got the high
Got a gap as well.
up here. What was that gap? Oh, that's that. Isn't that 15-minute
Yeah, when it closes.
day?
Yeah.
Mm. We've got this rejection candle here lines up with this 50% of NY. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see when it gets there.
I'm going to take a small sell right now down to this area. Based on the ones.
Well, double top.
Yeah. I'm not convinced. Either way, it's going to be small risk because it's more just testing it out. But price pushed up, came down, a little liquidity grab, price pushing up. But I think this area is going to be a little bit problematic. I think we've got a better chance that if we start breaking down again, then we're going to be pushing into this area. So I'm going to look to close probably full at this area for 30 pips. If we can get that, that'd be great. Then I might look to buy. We'll see. See if we get a liquidity wick from there. If we fail, then I think we can be pushing down quite easily. So let's see.
Obviously, yeah, it'll be below here.
Yeah.
If it does go below there, then we've got, yeah, that beautiful clean candle here to fill.
15 minutes come to a close now. Oh, and you took a sell as well. Beautiful. Oh, nice one.
I came in late, and I was too late to do a buy. So.
Oh yeah, so you took a sell.
Wasn't a lot of thought behind it.
Sideways.
Maybe it's be nice if that plays out.
Get a bit of both, yeah. I thought it was Haydos for FX, not Stitch FX, mate.
Yeah. Don't mind a bit of rapid fire.
Oh, mate, you got to sometimes. The setup's there, the setup's there.
Yeah,
I
find
trust
it
your
diff-
setup,
I
otherwise
find
there's
it
no point in trading.
I find it difficult. All right, so let's see. Ugh. Come on, boy, drop. Is it HCS in the 5 minute? It will
Not
be if
very
this one closes. He's looking at this. So you've got the first rejection wick come up. This one broke the high. If this candle closes, then you've got HCS. Yeah, correct. Good spot. $3 minute already is already. Oh no, it's not. It's only on the. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Chris. On the 5 minute, if this one closes, it will be. I mean, the HCS is really just a TRP, just a specific way of looking at the first rejection, trend reversal pattern. But this has been going around, Jesus, 20 years at least, 22 years at least, this trend reversal pattern that I know of. Guy that started it Well, that from where Regan got it from was a guy called Vic Noble.
Was it Vic that taught you, Hayden?
No, I did some work with him. He had
He's
another
good?
guy. Yeah, he's good. Very simple. Like, as in, like, he's very price action focused. Um, you know when you get a sense that there's just a genuinely nice guy, and that's what I've always got from him. Like, I've never heard him speak a bad word. He's just always so positive.
Mhm.
Always really nice guy. Well, I didn't like gel with his style completely, and I think I was too immature as a trader back then when I was learning from him. That I was still searching for the Holy Grail, and the patterns he was teaching. You know, you try to apply it everywhere, and I get frustrated. That I'm like, oh, it must be missing something, and I did. You know, he doesn't teach support resistance very well. He teaches patterns on the chart, but I don't think he was very good at explaining where you look for these patterns. And that they did have a system of how you do it, but it never really resonated with it. And plus, they were super patient. And back then, when I say I was immature as a trader, is I wasn't patient.
Yeah.
Whereas now, with hindsight and having gained some maturity to trading, now I'm like, this guy, maybe his delivery wasn't the best, but the patterns he was talking about have been, they've been hanging around for so long. And you see like ICT, you see all these guys come and go, but ultimately these are the patterns that have actually been in the market for so long. They're not that, like, the way you enter is a little bit different as well, but the actual theory behind it is it's all there. This human psychology.
Yep.
Because he had another guy that I quite liked called Darko Ali. He's the one that I spent more time with. But then Darko, he was a police officer and he loved his job, so he was only doing trading as a way of because he liked it, but he spent so many years and worked his way up the police force. He never wanted to give that job up as well. So his positions were like he went from day trading to swing trading to position trading. So he just got slower and slower and slower and doing less work and holding trades for like weeks. And
Yep.
when you're trying to learn from someone that does that, it's very difficult because you need experience, you need excitement, you need number of trades. But he's been doing that style for like 7 years, so he was very comfortable with it. But to learn from that, it can be a bit difficult.
Yeah, right. Yep. Thanks.
That was a nice
That's
little
interesting.
drop.
Yeah, it's looking good. All right, I'm going to secure some. I'm just going to let it run now. Could turn around anywhere in here. What I say, the first break can always be dangerous, hey? First break under this level could pull back. And now I've got, I'm pretty happy with that move, even though it's a small move. Do you guys understand the setup? What got me into that? It was what we covered in the study session the last couple of weeks. and seeing price, wanting to get this move up, didn't get the move up, didn't get the spike down to get that move up, but then looking at just market structure over here, this is your second structure. Second structure gives good reactions. Ultimately holding out for these highs, but seen as price reacted pretty much, let me bring that back, pretty much perfectly. It wicked higher, but it didn't close higher. And then this is the exact same move as yesterday. That once it got up to this area, it looked all good, all money for buys. And that's the trap. And because like what Glenn was saying as well at the start, like I also don't think, like I really want to see this hit before any substantial move up. So I knew that there should be some down move, but then also now that we've created this structure inside of here and price ranged inside like this, first break is always bloody hard to get that clean move down. So that just took me out. I don't want to deal with that pullback with full profit. So especially today, Friday, I'm pretty happy that I closed, most of that trade right at the right time. If this forms a resistance and then drops, then it's just one of those things. How do you manage your trades the best way? Do I leave some risk on? Do I move it to break even? Just, you got to choose the one that you're happy with. I was satisfied that closing 80%, moving stops to break even. And then like the whole idea, this is not my only trade for the day. There's going to be another bus now, but now I've locked in profit. I can't finish this day behind anymore. So I've capped off a good week. And now that I'm out of this trade, try free up some mental bandwidth, some mental margin. And I'm going to try see if we can execute if it does pull back in here, or if we can perhaps get some sells, but I'm going to have to study to the left up in this zone a bit more. It's annoying that it does pull back, but the charts are annoying. How did you guys go? Did you guys get that? Did you enter as well on the sell? Did you enter? Did you take profit? Are you holding profit still?
I had two positions. The first one I had was when we had that rejection off of the euro high, and I took profit there. So
Okay.
the arrow is the actual trade.
Yeah.
Then when we had this rejection here, I took another position and I closed them both at the same time, just at this previous resistance.
Yeah.
So I closed them. Then I sent you a screenshot.
Oh, did you?
Private.
That's what the.
Oh, I sent a private one. Just mate, it's just.
Yeah, I heard in my ears the notification sound.
Yeah, I've been working on something. I want to, Eddie and I sort of come up with a decent game plan
For me for 2024. So
Oh yeah, good one.
just trying something out differently.
Yeah, let's have a look.
It's not. Yeah, don't share it.
No. I mean, let's have a chat about it.
Yeah, we can. Okay, so we can chat about it now. Essentially, well, I've sold a couple.
Don't tell anyone. Okay, we'll chat about it.
Yes. Okay, I've sold a couple of things, so I'm looking at funding myself next year. I'm sick of doing these prop challenges.
ideally, I just wanted to set up a fund with set up a demo account with the amount that I'm looking to trade, just to adjust my lot sizes, because it's a lot smaller than with the prop challenges that I do. And yes, this week's done about 8 or 9%, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It's a mental adjustment going from either larger lot sizes to small or smaller to larger. So sometimes it's just as difficult to go down in lot sizes as it is to go up in lot sizes.
Mm-hmm.
That was just something that I'd been working on.
Oh, yeah, I'm just looking at it now.
So you'll see that the lot sizes I've been trading are a lot smaller than what I would have in the past. But the
A
results
couple
have
of
been
50s there.
Huh?
There's a couple
only
of-
on the indices. So they were on my phone, so I had to they were set from my previous account, so they were closed fairly quickly.
Yeah.
But
So-
I'm used to trading 50 lots on indices, but not on. I wouldn't trade that on currency or gold or anything like that.
Yeah, sure.
It's just that's my first Hong Kong 50 trade. So I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, got out of that.
Cool, man.
Yeah, but yeah, they'll all be a lot smaller.
Looks like something that looks like some a business that shall not be named would post as a screenshot to get some people enticed. A
Hmm.
wall of green. This
Yeah.
is this person. She decided that she wants to make a career for a living from trading. Now she made this much in just 1 hour's work.
Yeah, yeah, right.
All right. Well, that was a bummer that we didn't get follow through. Annie, what up? Second sell. Yeah, this first break is always a problem, isn't it? First break out, always get that bloody pullback.
We've got a bit of a gap up here that we're just filling now. If you just zoom out just fractionally.
Oh, yeah, this one.
Yeah, we're just filling that now.
Mhm.
And of course, we've got this one above as well. Taking out this wick. So we shall see.
Gyro. Well, when did you move your stop loss up on this one? Because you entered just before. Oh, did this take you out? Or did you just get caught in this?
Or is he trailing it?
Is your microphone working? Because it wasn't working earlier, was it? Oh, now look at it. Damn it. So what I was thinking that that this could be a buyer's trap. Obviously, it was a seller's trap. Trap sellers. Now it's rocketing.
Got me.
Damn it, man. Mike's still no good. Okay, yeah. Oh, you're trailing it. Yeah, okay, there you go. All right, well, let's have another little peek. Maybe I can risk half my profits on something. I would hate to see it, but if it reacts off of here, came down, accumulated here, this would be really tough to trade because is it breaking this high to keep on going up, or is it breaking this high to then sweep lower into this area to go up? And so if it pauses, inside of here, it's really hard to decide which way to go. It's like a flip of the coin. But if it breaks the high, then accumulates, then sweeps the low, and then trading above here again, then you know that move, it would be much easier to trade. If we're closing above this bit again. But that means there's a lot of waiting. for something like this to happen. Yeah, that's what happens, isn't it, Jaro? Overcorrecting. Overcorrecting a move from results. Um, have you got any headlines? Still nothing. I mean, this is probably really good news for German. That GDP being less than forecast. So it's showing a slowing economy, which is showing that interest rates are restrictive, and everything's falling quicker than they were expecting. So that fast tracks any like a decrease the timeline for the hike and hold. But then you've got retail sales, which come out stronger than expected. So that means that whilst the economy is slowing, people are still willing to spend. So technically that should be actually quite good. Those two. I was thinking mixed news, good and bad. But I guess both of them have a case for positivity. So I wonder what FTSE's doing. Yeah, FTSE's reacting nicely. So this is the kind of move that we wanted, wasn't it? Like in London Open. For London Open to actually spike, this is at the time of the news, so this is why it's volatile. But to spike down, take session lows, even went down as far as the 50% on the Asian, and then it had a nice reaction. And I guess as soon as they opened, there was just no looking back. It was just straight up. So I think you'd probably be holding buys to sweep all of this liquidity as well. So we should be seeing hey Sanai, we should be seeing pound drop. I don't know, pound's going up. Yeah, this is that what we it's going to be tricky now. Reacting off of this high, if it comes down and then pauses inside of this zone, bloody hell, it's going to be hard. Just flip of the coin. Is it going to continue, or is it going to sweep of the lows and then go up? Perfect scenario would have been if we got that sweep and holding that long, but then also was able to take that little sell that we got inside of this area and still be holding that long, but have taken that sell as well. That would have been perfect scenario. And for Annie, she would have gone buy, sell, sell, and then held those buys. Anyway, coming to the close of 2023 now. How do you guys feel you've made progress in your trading journey in this year?
Oh, massive difference.
That's good.
Just
Others?
coming good now, actually.
What was that? Sorry, Annie?
Just coming good this month.
Yeah, you feel like you turned a corner in December?
Bad couple of months. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And I think all it was getting used to the bigger amount in the prop account.
Oh, yeah.
I just freaked out every time I saw thousands
Yeah.
driving around. So I'd keep choking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think this month's good. I've got over the percent I need, so it should all be good. Yeah.
Nice one.
So I hope, thank you for the help you give.
Oh, that's very welcome.
Yeah, I've definitely had improvements in the last month. I mean, I think I've been following you for 4 or 5 months, maybe 5 months now. But yeah, big improvements in the last 4 to 5 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Good to hear.
Biggest struggle though is holding the trade, but my entries are definitely improved. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a tough, we had to go through some tough period as well in German 40 in November when it was like, that's just one-way traffic. Good learning. Well, someone else going to say something?
Yeah, it's not been easy.
Yeah. Was someone else saying something there? Okay.
No, mate.
Oh, it was just you, Jim.
Mate, it was me chattering to myself. Sorry.
Oh, I see.
That's been good for me too, Haydos. Thank you.
Yeah, great.
This group and all of it, it's just been, yeah, been a huge journey this year, and I'm really looking forward to 2024. To be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
The market's always, just keep on learning, keep on doing the study sessions on the weekend, keep on doing, being that just looking at the same sort of market each morning. You get used to the moves, don't you? Like you start seeing how it's really repetitive. Obviously there's different scenarios that plays out, but it's not like, I think what I want to make people get to is that not to really be angry at the charts, not feel like you're fighting it. You can have wrong ideas, you can take losses and everything, but you can really see that the market does change periodically. Like we saw a bit of a shift in the timing of the moves and daylight savings, but the moves are there, right? We did have different market conditions with different news cycles, and all that's part of just gaining experience. And you're going to be so much better equipped by just keep on trading. Like how many of you guys feel much better just trading basically 1 or 2 things now, pretty much the same time every day? It's so much easier, isn't it? Just nicer.
Makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, because I'm not so scattered.
Yeah.
You can just concentrate on 1 or 2.
And do you also see like everyone's got their own things you got to work on, like Peter was saying, like impulsiveness and patience, but you see like how the price action, if you're spending times learning price action on one thing, how that price action is actually quite adaptable to other things, but you don't really get that expertise in price action if you're trying to follow it all at once. So you kind of slow down to follow the price action on one thing, and then you can actually expand it to other things. But if you start trying to learn everything, you never really get a good understanding of anything. You're trapped in that cycle of trying to find the next, the shiny object. But the shiny object is really in yourselves, in doing like just testing, being here, just committing to some consistency in terms of like the pair you use, the time you trade. That consistency will lead to consistency in everything else.
But and I've been listening to you guys say trading one instrument and set your times, and a lot of people have said it to me over the last 3 years, but now I'm doing it, and you know, I don't have any time for any trading other pairs or anything. I like the idea of the Hong Kong, but I haven't traded. I've just watched it a bit. But the German 40's been great. I've really read a lot.
Yeah, it's good. But you get faster, and it's easier to do something when you're now used to one instrument. You can really apply some of that knowledge. Like next year, we'll be doing a lot more London closes and New York Stock Exchange opens, and after April, even for the Aussie guys, that time will get far easier for you as well.
Oh, yeah. Winter's so much better for trading.
This is the problem area now. We've had the retest of this area. And now if it holds up here, it's gonna be an awful experience if it stays here for some time. Because is it making a higher low, or is it prepping people to sweep? I think the other thing as well that depending on where you came from, because you got guys here from different areas, but this is the one thing I've been trying to learn the trade for a long time, is that rather than just have one workshop all day, why don't you just do, London Open every day? Be far nicer.
Yeah.
Because then it's like you guys as well. It's hard for you guys to commit to just doing, well, the ones that came from that side anyway. It's hard to commit to trading one thing if you're not with people that are doing it as well.
Live
as well, yeah. Not just showing a screenshot. Oh, look what I did.
It's very, 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 very different dealing with the emotions in a live environment.
Yeah.
And Hayden, I think just listening to you over and over again, like I get it, the knowledge wise, but putting it into practice takes time. And just that you keep saying things over and over again, gee, that's helped. Like you're in my head, just stuff up one thing. It's like, have a second go, where before I'd just lick my wounds and, feel all awful. But just those sort of things that you hear it. But I think most of us need, that encouragement, and to see it over and over again every night is just brilliant. Such a good learning tool.
I think it must suck for you sometimes taking a losing trade, but it's so much more helpful to us seeing someone take a losing trade and seeing how they handle it.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's something that people don't teach. They say that it happens, but no one actually shows you it happening.
Well, it doesn't sell, does it?
No, it doesn't sell, but it's you need to learn all aspects of it.
Yeah.
It's as critical as any other aspect of it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah. Probably more important, if anything, because how do you know how good a win is until you've lost a few? And how do you know if you actually won, and how you won, and why you won?
Yeah, because that's sort of, you get discouraged when you see someone be like, only post this.
Right.
Only post this. And you say, see, so easy.
Yeah.
But then, it's much more helpful if you see someone that was really consistent in how they entered and then said, yeah, it took me a couple of goes to get it. It took me a couple of goes to get it. And then I finally got it, trusting that it was going to happen. and then say, you know, if they showed all of these, they say it took me a couple of shots, but then I finally got it. You know, and this is the one that paid for all of these losses. So don't be afraid. But people would think that people would think as well that this trade was the one they went 2% with. But it's not in reality. It's you don't need to risk a lot. If you're really certain with a level and you just took one shot and this is the one you got, you're like, yeah, let's actually talk about it, because that was a fun trade to have, and you should enjoy your wins, but you shouldn't just gloss over these to others because it gives false expectations.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you don't need to risk a lot. If you're trading this style, you don't need to risk a lot. If you're trading, you don't even need to keep your stop loss small either. Like, all this is just arbitrary. But it's about having an idea of where you want to see something like this. What's the price action that got you into it, if you saw it, and then having the confidence to back yourself a couple of times, and then look if it's just the wrong idea. It's simply that. It's the wrong idea. Did it damage you? Well, it hit your confidence a little bit, probably. What were you missing to think that was a good idea, but obviously it wasn't? Can you then look at this and then say, well, can I actually spend time and enjoy the challenge of the markets, and then say, what did I miss? Rather than being like, oh, angry, upset.
Mhm.
You know, we don't really talk about percentages too much here, but you guys have heard other people talking about like how only making small gains really add up as well. And people underestimate what small gains do. You don't need to make one trade, which is 10 to 1. You know, if you're doing quite regular, when November, I'm going to say November was a tough month, but October, I don't think I had a losing trade in October. And that was, or was it September or October? That was made basically 50% in that whole month. And that was never really having huge risk at all. And that was just like, you know, 0.5% to 1% to one and a little bit percent. One day made 4%, but then that was all just made up of just regular moves, because German was moving really nicely, and then just taking a couple shots, and all of that added up, and it was like, you know, there's a massive. Oh, this was September. That's right, because August is when my Forex funds went bust. So I switched I wasted a month on that challenge. It was September. It's all small gains, you know, small little trades, and I left so much on the table. But from just trading one thing, one pair, knowing that there's opportunities. Whether we take the opportunities comes down to how we're feeling on the day. But there's pretty much, you know, how many London sessions or how many days have really gone by, apart from when we had like terrible conditions. How many times have gone by the way you can't even look in hindsight and say there was no trade to take? It was really only the German Open of FOMC or CPI or something like that when we expected poor conditions, but there's always been a trade, and there's always been massive opportunity if we're able to see it correctly.
Is your screen frozen? Oh no, it is moving.
Yeah, it's moving slowly.
Oh, I've got a double bottom already.
Oh dear, on MetaTrader.
Oh, Meta, yeah.
Here it comes. So looking for liquidity to be taken from anywhere from under here, but not going to enter at market, because I don't know if it's going to keep on dripping lower, looking for that liquidity. We don't know exactly when it's going to grab that liquidity, but under here is when it would have started picking up significant liquidity.
Yeah, gold's back up above 2050 again.
Yeah, saw that.
Okay, so London took yesterday's London high.
Yep.
So we've taken yesterday's London high right now, like this morning.
Took 80 and 50%.
Yeah. Oh, geez, it's significantly higher on yours too. Yeah. And also New York's 50% as well. And it dipped into the 50% of this day. Wow.
Pretty much exactly Asian 50%.
Ridiculous how often this stuff happens.
Yeah. Actually, it's kind of annoying because I was saying as well that either way, there was going to be this pullback from this high.
Hmm.
And then whether it would just bounce from here or keep going lower, that's annoying. That's what I mean. Like once I've taken the trade, kind of not really thinking about I'm trying to think about the next step, but I'm also not really thinking about the next step until enough time's gone by. And it's kind of annoying like this, like I wasn't entertaining another sell when my runner got stopped. Because this is only 5 minutes later, and I wasn't really entertaining anything for a while. I was still just watching to see what it does. Oh well.
Oh, this looks nice.
Okay. Give us a liquidity spike.
Yeah, both IC markets and ACG have both taken out that low. This guy.
Look at my proper count. Proper count has as well. What about Pepperstone?
By 2.5 pips. And still falling.
Yeah.
Is your MT5 moving? Because it just doesn't look like. There we go.
Yeah, it's
It looked
moving.
like it was in there for a moment.
Hey Ivan, how are you? Oander as well. Do I have Oander German 40? I did, but I think I got rid of it. Nas? Nothing.
Wow.
I'm gonna say I think London Open might be a good one. It wasn't yesterday. Sorry, not London Open, London Close. The London Close time. Yeah, wasn't very good yesterday. Okay, now it's taken it for sure on Pepperstone as well. Reckon we can get it like a pending order, 10 pip bounce or 20 pip bounce. Maybe 15 pip bounce.
Yeah. It's like New York low up to Asian low.
Yeah. I wonder if we can get something small like this. It'd have to be a cowboy entry. Study session. So yeah. Let's do tomorrow. Not Christmas Eve. Maybe it
Are you waiting?
was it any?
Are you waiting for it to drop still? Come
Yeah.
down further?
Yeah.
Further entry? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do a study session tomorrow at 7 o'clock Sydney time, 8 p.m. 8 a.m. 8 a.m. UK time. We haven't had many people the last few. We'll do like maybe one or two streams next week as well. We'll just trade gold, see if we trade some range trading. Yeah, I think we'll do that. But it won't be a busy week, that's for sure. Equities will be basically closed half the week.
But the markets do open after Boxing Day, but not much is it?
Yeah, the
usually
moves are pretty poor. But gold's all right.
Okay.
I had a good was it? Can't remember
Last
actually
year.
last year. It was good. Yeah, last year was good, wasn't it? I wasn't that active last year. No, I didn't trade. No, last year wasn't. It was the year before. I'm thinking that gold was really good. Last year I didn't get to trade much at all because I was away for we stayed in like a hotel family holiday for Christmas for 3 weeks. So we're on the pool every day. When I'm home, I traded gold and that was great. Especially over COVID when you couldn't do anything. that was good because the market was there. So yeah, because I want to see like just a reaction, like a quick reaction from this New York session low. I'm not really expecting much because I just wanted to get like a quick one. I'll be really aggressive with the trade management on this one as well, and then I'll have to get going. But ultimately, anywhere underneath this area, I wouldn't really be taking, because now we're getting after 9 o'clock. I wouldn't be taking real low time frame entries apart from just a reaction from this area. What I'd be waiting for is maybe like a 15-minute reaction and then try and trade the low of that wick to price to push back up. But I can imagine that there's more profit taking ahead of the long break for like asset managers. So I don't think we're going to have a real bullish day. So I think sellers could be better positions to be in. but I still think this is probably decent enough for like at least a 15-20 pip reaction. So we'll see. I can hear Maddie's crying, so we'll go have breakfast soon. See you, Peter. Yeah, have a good Christmas, mate. Catch you later. Come on, German. Don't move up early.
Yeah, I think there's already beers flowing somewhere, mate.
Yeah.
Well, there's not much trading going on. Well, that's a nice little spike up.
Come on, just come down. I don't want these clean candles to be filled, hey. You want to use them for targets. Ah, shoot. That's 15 pips now from the low. Did anyone actually give that a shot?
Yeah, I was in, but I wasn't in on that candle. I was when we swept it on my broker, which was quite a few candles ago.
Yeah,
I
okay.
entered on a small rejection candle, but it was way too early. But it never really got into much drawdown. It like went in 6 pip drawdown. That's all.
Catch a Brett. Yeah, there's 15 pip move from the sweep in the euro low.
Yeah, I was just targeting here.
Yeah,
There.
that's kind of where I was. It's kind of where I was hoping it would go to, just to get that cowboy trade back up to this bit. Oh, it's going too far now. Damn, man, that's a real shame. Oh, Dave, you went long on it. Good one. Oof. Now we're cooking.
I didn't see that.
Was that Jim? Oh, sorry,
I
Glenn.
didn't see anything.
You see? Nah.
I didn't
What
see
about-
anything to.
Was that 1 minute? It was just the zone, hey. It's the zone and the time of year that these are holding these little. There's no entry unless you take that.
Well,
That was as close as an indication as you'll get, but breaking this high. But
Yeah.
it's like this threw me out. I wouldn't have thought that. And then this had no top wick, and then that had no top wick. So yeah, scrappy.
Yeah. The move was there on the 1 minute, wasn't it?
Yeah, you just had to trust the zone and
Yeah.
then trust that reversal pattern was true, but there was no specific candle.
Yeah.
Even after this candle, there was no pullback.
No. Well, that was the move I was looking for from down here.
Yeah, so euro low swept.
Yeah, euro low, but I really because we were so close to this area. I would have loved to have seen it take these guys. Yeah, it was that one in the end. Oh well, it's all part of the challenge, huh? Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna get going, guys. So I'll if I'm back for New York, we'll do a London close on New York Stock Exchange trade. Otherwise, make sure you guys have a really nice weekend. Yeah, and I'll see the guys are going to attend tomorrow for study session. We'll kick that off at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Sydney time, 8 a.m. London time.
Sounds good.
Yeah, awesome, guys.
If I can be there, I'll make it, mate.
Yeah, if you guys can't, no pressure. I understand it's it's time of year as well. It'll all be recorded.
Yeah.
Cool.
Merry Christmas all.
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks, Hayden.
Stay safe. Keep your risk low.
Thank you. Cheers.
Have a great first dad Christmas, mate.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it actually. See a little face when she
Yeah.
gets the presents that she doesn't realize she's got.
Give some presents, watch her throw the present and play with the box.
Yeah. Oh, the paper. She just got wrapping paper for Christmas.
That's it.
Wrapping paper is the best part.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Enjoy,
Bye,
mate.
mate.
See ya.
See ya.
Cheers all.
See you all.